Lately, I have found a skincare and foundation routine that has been working beautifully for me. I can tell you a little bit of backstory on my skin story. For the last year or so, my skin has been shit. I don't really know what's been going on with it, but I used to have the most predictable skin. It was always normal. My skin was very normal. It was never extra oily, it was never extra dry. I always have some dry patches, no big deal. But in the last year, I don't know what the hell happened. This area right here, this little T-zone everybody talks about, just pure oil. Never have had that issue before. I've also noticed that in other areas, like my nose right here and right here, dry as hell. I don't know what's going on with it. I've been trying different foundations. I've bought like 25 different foundations. Nothing seems to be working for me. I started using a beauty blender, stopped using a beauty blender, started using brushes, stopped using brushes. My skin just always looks really cakey and really fakey and really not good. And I'm just really not happy with the way that my foundation sits on, and it just always looks like I'm wearing makeup instead of that natural glow that people talk about and how that skin looks like real skin. I've tried high-end foundations that cost $70 and I've tried drugstore that cost $6. And I can tell you that this is the winning combination for me. For the last, I'm gonna say 6 months, I haven't been using my Revlon Colorstay foundation because for a while there when I was applying it with the beauty blender, I was just noticing it was looking kind of weird on my nose. My nose is my problem area. If I can get my nose to look good, everything else look good. If my foundation on my nose looks bad, everything else looks bad. And I wish I could show you what I mean right now when I talk about the fact that my foundation looks bad on my nose. It just starts to separate, it starts to come off, it starts to get redness around my nostrils. I don't know what the hell. I do have an idea for a foundation video that I will be uploading probably in a couple of weeks. That video is going to take a couple of weeks to film because it is going to be a review and comparison of all of the different foundations that I personally own. So I'll wear one foundation each day with the same base, same length of wear, same everything. And then over the course of a week or two, however long it takes to get through my foundations, I will show you how each one wears and how each one does with my skin and how they look at the beginning of the day versus the end of the day. Because I have some foundations that when you first put them on, your skin looks flawless. 5 hours later, your skin looks like fucking ass. This video that I'm filming for you right now is what I have discovered to be the best skincare and foundation routine that has made my makeup look flawless. When I step outside of the house, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, my skin. I had to stop in the middle of driving, pull over in the sunshine for my husband to look at my skin. I was like, look at this skin right now. Why? Why is it so good? This is not normal for me. I have hated my skin for the last year because it just looks so awful. I sound so over dramatic right now about skin. Get over it. So I've kind of gone back to basics, added some few new things into my skincare routine, and am loving the way that my skin looks. So let's get started. First and foremost, I think the way that you treat your skin before you put foundation on is the most important part, in my opinion. And that would be skincare. So I'm not a big person into like buying 1,000 different products for skincare because for one, they're expensive. Two, I just don't feel like all of it's absolutely necessary. There are some skincare lines that make people's skin look absolutely amazing, but I just can't afford them, so I don't. Right now, what I have been doing is I'm a little bit obsessed with masks right now, and I'm a little bit obsessed with Lush. We recently got a Lush store in the mall that's semi-close to where I live, and I just have gone a little too balls deep in Lush. I have been washing my face just in the shower or whatever with soap. I actually like to use the Dr. Bronner's, I think it's Dr. Bronner's lavender soap. I like the feeling of squeaky clean, tight skin. Some people don't like that feeling, but I really like that feeling because I moisturize after. If my skin feels a little dry after I get out of the shower, I'm okay with that because I'm gonna moisturize the shit out of it later anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just wash my face in the shower with whatever soap, and then I typically, I would say like every other day-ish, have been using the Cup of Coffee mask by Lush. Oh dear God, this mask makes my skin radiant. Whatever is in this mask, which is coffee grounds, caffeine, honey, I think those are some of the ingredients in it. When I put this on my face, I leave it on for about 10 to 20 minutes. Sometimes I've left it on longer. But this morning I just left it on for 10. And I wipe my teeth at the same time because that's a perfect time to whiten your teeth. When you got a mask on, you're just sitting there doing nothing. Wash my face, I put the cup of coffee mask on and I let it sit for about 10-15 minutes-ish. And then I rinse it off with just water. My skin is, for one, it's exfoliated because of the coffee grounds. For two, when I take it off, my skin is glowing. It must be the caffeine. Caffeine does me loads of good. And I don't have any moisturizer on at all right now. So, if after I do the coffee mask, I rinse it off, I pat my face dry. Then I come into my makeup room and I put on a moisturizer. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been watching my channel for very long or you're a new subscriber, this is my favorite moisturizer of all time. I just think that it works so well. It's a perfect moisturizer for under foundations, perfect moisturizer for night and morning, whenever. It gives you a radiant, beautiful finish and it moisturizes the shit out of my skin. And this is the Josie Maran Argan Milk. Now I know it's expensive, but I think of it like this. Some people are like, $56, you can pay $56 for this. Yes, I know. But if you go out to eat one time, it's like $56. So just don't do that and like treat your skin, because I would be like, I can't afford that moisturizer, but let's go to dinner. I was like all about going to dinner and going to the movies and doing all this stuff. That's fun stuff too, but you can't say that you can't afford it if you can do all the other expensive shit in your life. You can afford this too if you just cut out some of that. Like, just don't go to out to eat once a month more. And if you can't afford it, there are other good moisturizers out there. But I was kidding myself to say that I couldn't afford it when I just stopped going out to eat. So I take a dot of this and I put it all over my face, and I just do about 5 dots on my face, one on each cheek, nose, forehead, and chin. And then I gently moisturize my skin. The dry skin I've had lately is making my foundation stick better, I think, because I don't have this oil slick. By the end of the day, my nose isn't all gone. But lately, with this drier skin, it's been a little bit better as far as longevity of my makeup. Now, I've never been a fan of primers, ever. I don't like them. I typically don't wear them. You'll never see me wear a primer in a video, right? You've never seen it. Go back, watch every foundation routine. I don't use primers because I don't believe in them. I was like, primers suck. They're dumb. They don't do anything. Every time I would wear one, I felt like my foundation did the exact same thing. It just slide all over my damn face, especially the Benefit Professional. I did not like that. People like it, so either I'm using it incorrectly or it just really isn't as good as everyone says. However, this primer that this girl gave me from Lush, shout out to the girl at Lush. She is the most adorable thing, and she's like obsessed with me in this cutest way. Like, she doesn't know I have a YouTube channel or anything, but she like, every time I walk in there, she's like strokes my hair and like says she wants to scalp me. I don't know, she's adorable. Gave me this sample of Magical Molding Primer. I don't know what it's called. Magical Molding Primer? Mattifying? Something. She has bad handwriting. But she just gave me a sample of it, and I'll try to link this in the description of this video so that you guys can purchase it if you want to. This is not sponsored by any means. Nothing in this video is. God, I wish it was. For one, it smells really good. It's really fresh, lemony scent, and it's this thick paste-like primer. Now, I don't get a ton. I do just put a little bit on my fingernail here. That's probably more than I need. But it is so cool because it's like a balm. It's like this thick, pasty balm, and you put it on your skin, and I mean, it starts melting. It's like coconut oil, how it starts melting, but if you put it on those areas where I typically have large pores and oiliness, and I gently rub it into my skin, for one, it mattifies. Don't ask me how. I don't know how an oily, balmy primer can mattify. It dries down matte. It's the weirdest feeling. Like, it dries down matte. I don't even know what it is, but I don't even care. I feel like when I use this, my makeup has looked really good. Now, I don't know if it's attributed to this primer or what, but I'm not going to question it because my skin's looked so good. I'm just gonna keep using it. Now, back to foundation. I have really started using my Revlon Colorstay foundation again. I got the combination oily skin because, like I said, this T-zone, this flippin' T-zone has been an oily mess. So I just put a bit of this on the back of my hand. I'm gonna say like a nickel-sized amount. Come on, come through. There you go. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the secret to my foundation looking so incredible lately is this brush. This is the Furless Cosmetics CB2. This CB2. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Why are these brushes so soft? I don't know that either. These brushes. So Furless Cosmetics sent me these. They did the sweetest article on me. I will post it in the description of this video. I had never been in contact with Furless Cosmetics before, ever. Ever. And I just woke up one morning to somebody tweeting me this article that they wrote about me. I'm not kidding when I say this article that they wrote about me, or this little blog post or whatever it was, they said the things about me that, like, I want read at my fucking funeral. The things that they said about me and my channel and my content, like, the sweetest things I think I've ever heard anybody say, put so eloquently into words that I like died a little. When I was reading it, I was like shedding a tear. I will post it in the description of this video so you guys can read it, because I want you to just hear how nice that they were about me. I was so blown away and flattered. Nicest thing ever. And then they sent me a bunch of brushes, which these brushes are in my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So get me to 50,000 subscribers and you will get some brushes. Well, maybe if you win. These are the Furless Cosmetics. This is the base brush kit, I think. They are the softest brushes. I wish I had opened these before my favorite brushes video, because they certainly would have been in there. I've been using nothing but Furless Cosmetics since I got this. Oh my gosh, loving it. Anyway, CB2, I take this brush. Another thing I really love about this brush is once you've loaded up, you've put on your foundation, there's like no foundation left in the brush. It like all goes on your skin. It's magical. I don't know. But by the way, I'm not sponsored by Furless at all. They just sent me the brushes to use because they like me, I guess. And oh my gosh, so sweet. I put a bit of the product on the back of my hand. Okay, so you can see this is where my redness is. Whoa. This is where my redness is. This is my favorite part. When you put it on and you start buffing it on, you literally watch your skin turn porcelain. Don't. I know. You watch it erasing all of the negativity on your skin. Why? Why is it so perfect? Then I take my MAC Prolongwear Concealer. This is one of the best concealers I've ever used. It's actually the best concealer I've ever used. It's my favorite of all of them. And I take that same brush and I just kind of pat it underneath my eyes in the areas that need more coverage. And you can also spot conceal with the concealer if you need to for certain blemishes. I don't have any right now, so I'm okay with that. Now this next step is something I never used to powder my face either. Never used to set my face ever, because I did not like the way a powdery face looked. But this is just one step into making your skin look flawless. This stuff gives you literally pore-free skin, makes you matte as hell, but not cakey dry looking. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Powder. I know it's a little spendy, but oh my god. And I'm using this with the Furless Cosmetics CB4 brush, and I'm just patting it over the top of my makeup that I just did to set everything down. But I'm going to dewy it in a minute with some setting spray. Now this makeup may look a little more matte than you typically would like. I would let the powder sit on your skin and just sort of absorb the moisture of the foundation and the concealer for a moment, and then we will spray our face with a setting spray, and this shit lasts all day and your skin looks incredible. So now I take the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I just got this too. All this shit is new to me. But this stuff, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, of all the smells I've ever smelled in my entire life, this is my #1. If you want to know the scent that RawBeautyKristi likes, that was the douchiest thing I think I've ever said. This is it. MAC Fix Plus oh my god. It is like the most fresh, beautiful smelling thing that I've ever smelled in my entire life. I can't. I'm just gonna drench my face in this. Oh my god. I probably shouldn't breathe in when I do this, but oh, it smells so good to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. The fact that I've lived in my life without that for like the last 27 years makes me pissed. And you're gonna probably ask yourself, do I really need to do like 27 steps? If you want to know what I've been doing lately to get the good skin, yeah, I'm trying to get something out of this right now. I'm sorry. Last step in my skincare is highlighter. Now, people don't think of highlighter as a skin step. Well, it's a skin step, but it's like a finishing touch step for their makeup. But for me, it is the key to making my skin look like skin again. Because when it's so mattified like this, skin doesn't look like this. So, I have been using, where you at, little brush? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Wait a minute. Oh, there you are. This is the Furless Cosmetics MF3. Motherfucker 3. This I take on the kind of tip of this brush and run along the areas of my face that I like to highlight with the BALM Mary Luminizer highlight. Oh my god, dude, this fucking highlight. People ask me all the time, like, what's your favorite highlight? I have all the Becca highlighters, and I have MAC highlighters. I have it all. This one, the BALM Mary Luminizer. Look at it. For pale skin, this shit is bomb. Look at that. Look at, can you beat that? No. I highlight here. Some people think this is too much highlight, but those people can fuck off. I highlight my Cupid's bow, and most importantly, I highlight my nose. I use my finger to highlight my nose because otherwise you'll get sometimes too much highlight like all over. If you just kind of put a dot of it on the tip of your nose and then some up the bridge of your nose and then kind of blend it out with your highlight brush just so that it doesn't look so placed. I also sometimes kind of go above here. I have the rest of my makeup on clearly, but that is the secret to luminous, glowing, perfect, awesome skin. I'm gonna zoom you in and show you up close just how good this skin looks. And of course, I don't have my brows or any of my other makeup on, so my skin just looks really done right now. But I can promise you this skincare slash foundation routine, oh my gosh, it just makes all the difference in the world. I honestly love my skin lately. The Lush mask is my favorite of all of it. And this powder, I did not talk it up enough in this video. This fucking powder. This powder is so incredible. It mattifies the crap out of your skin. Now granted, I do spray Fix Plus all over my skin to kind of melt the to sort of melt the powder into my skin because otherwise it kind of sits on top. But oh my gosh, you guys, this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, pressed, not loose, pressed. I have both and the pressed makes all the difference in the world. It's so silky, soft, beautiful, beautiful. It is a silica powder, so if you have something that's similar to that, it might work just as well, but alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this more in-depth talk through video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, thumbs up this video if you guys want me to do that like 7 days to 2 week foundation video. I think that would be really interesting. It'll all go into one video. It's not going to be like one video a day for 2 weeks. It'll all be like, let's compare this shit in one video. Leave a comment, let me know. Also, subscribe if you guys want to see more videos from me. And if you want me to get to 50,000 subscribers so that I can do that makeup giveaway, because I got a big ass bag full of makeup I'm just waiting to give away to you guys. The only thing is, gotta get to 50,000 subscribers first. So that's my one rule. That's it. Also, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Periscope. Those are all RawBeautyKristi. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! What was this? What?